What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another great episode of JNB Unsupervised. Brandon went to the liquor store and got us these margaritas, strawberry little Ritas. 8% alcohol in this little ass can. Fuck around, find out. You'll be falling down the stairs.
Comes in a 12-pack. I actually haven't even seen them, but it is sparkling
Margarita.
Sparkling margarita. So like sparkling water, I guess is what it's mixed
Not
with.
bad. Not
But
bad.
like I said, 8% alcohol volume. They also
Really
come in lemon lime flavor. So like just like regular. Well, it's just regular margarita.
No, true.
Just like a regular margarita.
Definitely go out and try them. The drink review will be up later this weekend, so you guys will be able to check that out. But getting into some stuff that I want to talk to you about that I saw down in Oklahoma at a high school. There's been some unfortunate news that's got me kind of upset. I don't know if you've seen it. Your regular high school student driving his truck to school, got an American flag in the back, and the school told that kid, you can't fly that American flag in the back of your truck if you don't take it down. You're going to get suspended, and it has caused a whole outbreak, and the school district came out and said that we're going to handle each kid on an individual basis. Like, are you going to suspend the entire school for having an American flag on your vehicle? Like, I am genuinely frustrated. I'm like, this is America. Like last time I checked, like I don't know. I'm getting nervous. It's
like seriously.
Of all the fucking things to worry about in a school, you're worried about a kid flying an American flag on the back of his truck.
It's not like it was even like the Confederate flag, the stars and bars.
It was just
or like the Don't Tread on Me flag or a pride flag, which the pride flag would probably be okay for whatever reason at school, but supporting your country and supporting your freedom on your own vehicle.
I feel like we hear about this every year. Every year I feel like we hear about a case of some school in some state telling some kid they can't fly their American flag.
Happened here when I was actually in high school. There was a big thing back. It was a big thing where people in their trucks they would put flags in their truck beds and with the poles and whatnot, and they would fly them around and. They never took them down, but they were asked. There was a big thing. They were asked to, could you not, take that? Could you not have them up when you come to school? And we did. We told them to go fuck themselves, and we did. We're like, no, we're proud to be Americans.
All the things.
That's all it is you're just proud to be an American, and there's nothing wrong with being proud to be an American. That's all that is.
Again, I just feel like
what's wrong with that? I would love to know the logic behind you can't have that. Do they not have the American flag at sporting events?
I just think it's weird.
It's Oklahoma.
It's also weird too. With the last couple years, I was found out that we don't say the Pledge of Allegiance in school no more. You don't have to do it. I think that's weird too.
That happened a lot.
Granted, again, I've been out of high school 10 years.
Well, that was more like elementary. I remember doing that at elementary school. And
we did it in high school. We did the Pledge of Allegiance.
We didn't do it in high school. I don't think I did it in middle school. You graduated a year before me. Shut the fuck up.
I said I've been out 10 years. I said you're coming up on 10 years. It's
but
okay.
you've been out 11.
Yeah, but you're coming up on 10.
This is 10. It's fine.
That's okay.
It's okay.
But it puzzles me. I'm actually when I heard about that, when I saw it on TikTok, they were talking about it, I genuinely was upset because what is so wrong flying an American flag, being proud of the country you live in, and you now have a school telling you you can't fly that?
He could have been flying the original 13 colonies flag, and that still is correct to fly because that's still being an American. It's still proud of your heritage of being an American, United States citizen.
I can only imagine me being in school and my dad being in the service, and I had a flag, and I was supposed to take. My dad would have been in that school.
Well, I would just be curious. If I was a dude, I'd be like, we stand for the national anthem during sporting events. The American flag's in the gym. I'm confused.
Yeah, I
guess we stood in high school. I don't think it was only my freshman year. After that, they got rid of it. But in the morning, we did stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yeah, we did too.
But it went away. But it definitely went away.
By my junior year, you had you were given the ability if you wanted to stand for it. When we did it in the morning, you could. If not, you just sat down and you were quiet.
When I was in elementary school, I think it was 4th or 5th grade, there was a student that he was of a different religion, which is what the Pledge of Allegiance is. I mean, it's God based, and his parents didn't want him to be there when we did the Pledge of Allegiance, so the teacher had him just step outside, outside the classroom. We did the Pledge of Allegiance, and then he came back inside, and that was it. I'm like, that's how things should be. Like, if you want,
think about if trying to do that now, that dude would probably be shamed, belittled. Oh, you're not going to be
no.
here.
The parents would make them not allowed to do the Pledge of Allegiance because you are segregating my child. When really the parents the one segregating the child. Like, if that's your belief, that's cool. You don't want to be part of it, then that is cool. That's your choice that you're putting on your child because again, you are the parent. Your child doesn't know right from wrong or what he is or is not.
Pretty much.
And so you don't want him to be part of that, which is great because religion's a whole another beast in itself.
Yes.
So like, I thought it was weird at first when like the kid was like I'm like, how come he get to go outside? How come he get to go out of the classroom, bro? I don't go out of the classroom. I'm like, I don't want to stand here and do this. Where are you going, dog? Like, I think I'm with you. And then finally, like, after a couple of times doing it, the teacher explained to all of us that when he stepped out, that he's just, because somebody asked, and I was like, how come he was like, well, he's just, he doesn't want his parents or whatever, and I was like, oh, okay, like, okay, cool, and like, nobody thought any different of him, and the kid was really cool.
I just, for me, it's crazy to see what this world's really becoming. I mean, we've talked about it before, you can't talk about politics anymore without someone like, oh, I'll beat you up, or I can't believe you, or I'm outraged you like that, or don't like this. I'm like, what happened? I remember back in like, bro, we used to talk about it, like, cool, you had a different opinion than me, cool, that's great. All right, let's go. Let's go to recess. We going to the gym. Like it did. Now you can't even have like we fighting in the hallway because you don't agree with my take. And
well, I'm not saying that these people are fighting because like, come on, like, are they really swinging though? No, they ain't really swinging, but like they definitely be having beef because you don't believe the same thing.
The fact that literally at schools are telling people that.
Oh,
and then you have literally the school board and the district literally came out and said in a post that a statement they released, we're going to deal with each individual situation person. I'm like, there's no way in hell you're about to suspend hundreds of students from your school. Like, there's just no fucking way you're going to do that. Like, what's the point? I'd be very curious, and I'm going to wait and follow up on and see what the school does because...
What situation? The dude brought an American flag?
Well, he put it out on his Snapchat. He put it out, and everybody supported him. It started... The school came together, a bunch of them, hundreds of kids, and they did it. They put flags on the back of their car. They taped them to the windows, and... came to school, parked them in the parking lot, went into school. Like, I don't know what is the flag. It's kind of like back in the day when we were in school, they told girls they couldn't wear that because them shoulders were distracting. Like, bro, I promise you, we ain't looking at the shoulders.
I don't know. Speak for yourself. Like, them
shoulders, baby. Woo! But, yeah, I thought that was crazy. And another thing I want to touch on, I know we don't like to get to...
It was banana straps, really.
Shit. But another thing I want to touch on, I know we don't touch politically too much here because we try to stem away from that, but there's just some things that have been going on. We saw in California, $150,000 loans to illegal immigrants to buy homes, get a home. Down in Oregon, they just announced an entire construction company that is building houses for illegal immigrants, giving them $38,000 loans. And I'm like... We've said this before. We're all for people coming here for a better life. Come and do it the right way. However, we get it. It's tough. The system to get in and get your stuff is ridiculous, and we understand that. But the fact that you're literally giving people, illegal people, the ability, and we're not even taking care of our own people that need help, I find a little insane to me personally. I'm like... We're not even willing to help our own people, but we're helping people that are not even allowed to be our people yet. We're giving them money. I'm generally confused. We're watching this shit on the news. We're literally watching the news people say, I'm like, do you hear the words that are coming out your mouth at this very moment when you said it? I'm scratching my head. I'm like, really? We're doing this?
What's more upsetting, the fact that we're doing it, or the fact that people actually support this idea to do this for illegals? Like, shouldn't we be doing it for the people that actually come through the correct channels to get here. Like,
let's help them get started so they're not.
Well,
in the
like
slumps.
you said, like you said,
I'm all for you coming here and getting a build.
well, like you said, like it's a.
This is the land of opportunity.
It's a difficult process.
Yes, very difficult process.
Isn't it? If it's the process if it's what you're wanting, isn't the process then worth it? And then the reward shouldn't it be like, here, you went through the process, you're an immigrant here, so let's try to set you up so you can see versus successful. Just. Cool, you did the process and you did everything.
Now you're on your way.
Good luck. Versus,
and now you're struggling.
And then we have the people that are already here, and we all are struggling because, you know, the economy's upside down and inflation's at an all-time fucking high. Yep. But the illegals can come across the border free of will and
like California,
kill, murder, rape, and bring drugs, and like, cool, like that's great.
I just think it's crazy. $150,000 in California to give them Oregon. Building its own basically complex.
I'll be illegal. Like, I identify as an illegal then. Where's my 32K?
Like, where's my 150K? Like, that's just.
I don't want to go to Cali.
No, California.
So look, you go to Cali. No, you let me know how that works out for you.
That's just like, again, I want to make this very clear. We've both been very clear. We're all for people coming up here and getting better opportunity, better life for their kids, themselves, getting away from the shit that they're trying to get away from. Actually, those people that are trying to come here and be better, that are not bringing the bad shit, the drugs, the killing, and all that other stuff, that are wanting to come here to give their kids a better life, them a better life that they didn't have growing up. But those people are getting trumped because they went through the process, and these other people are just getting to skip the whole front of the fucking line, and we're handing them money and a house. I'm like, how can you even get it if you don't even have... You don't even have the proper stuff to be able to do it. So I'm like, how does that even fucking work?
What's crazy to me is that like we have right now currently have open borders where like pretty much just come across, but if you try to come across legally, you get turned away.
Yeah.
Make that make sense.
Yeah.
So if you sneak across, you're golden, but if you try to come here legally, you're getting turned away. While again, I echo what Canada does is Canada's like, yeah, come here because Canada needs people. Like they need. They're a frozen tundra, but they're like, we need bodies, but they're like, come here with a skill. Like, we want skill set people. How are you going to help make us better? I'm like,
Canada does that.
That's Canada. And I echo that statement. Like, I want people to come here, but I don't want people to come and suck on the tit and just live off of the country and live off the hard-working people of America. Like, that's not how America was made. Was to be just the handouts, but that's where we really are currently in this country is just gimme, and somebody will figure it out. Yeah. Somebody will pay for this.
I had a buddy that I worked with here. His name was Orlando, and he was on a green card, and he just to get to that far, he had gone through so many hoops to be able to keep it, and I thought it was crazy. The shit he has to know to be able to be an American citizen is shit that I didn't even need to know in school. I'm like. He's like, why do I gotta know this if you did? I'm like, the double standard is insane. I'm like, bro, we don't even fucking know that, dog. He was asking me, I'm like, bro, I don't fucking know, bro. I have no idea.
Like, what do you mean you don't
know?
Why
the fuck do I gotta know? I was like, hey, bro. I was like, I feel bad for you, bro. Like, that's crazy. The double standard is insane, but
again, like, the process to become an American citizen should be somewhat taxful. Like it should take a lot out of you, and there should be steps to be it should be a quicker process. It should be a better process, absolutely. But again, like not everybody should be allowed into your country. It's like in the club. You're not letting everybody in the club.
Yeah. Not everybody
deserves to be in the club.
And that's unfortunate because like everybody want to be in the club, but everybody can't get in the club.
Well, there's some clubs you want to be into, but you just can't get in the club.
Like our country,
I want to be part of the Happy Gilmore too, but like I'm not getting a cameo.
Nope, you're not. Travis Kelce is though.
I mean, like I'm not mad about it though. No. I'm not mad about it, but like I want a cameo, but like I'm not in the club.
And all honesty though, it is sad. Like our country has so much work to do. It's tough for me because like I think about what again we've talked about this before on here. We come from two different sides of the viewing. I was a military child, so I saw it from that point of view where you were on the outside of that gate looking at it from a different view, and it's just crazy how much things have changed in my time from when I was a teenager to being unfortunately almost a 31-year-old adult now.
So yeah, I know what I am.
Like it's just sad.
I know my pronoun. I have one pronoun. I him. I'm him. I'm not her. I'm him. But ready to eat for everyone though.
But we just got such a long way to go.
And the country is so lost. And you know what's crazy to me though is like all this, like a lot of this stuff was back in the day treated as some kind of like mental disorder, some kind of chemical imbalance. Something was wrong with you. And at some point in like the mid 2015, 2017 time, something switched. Something happened in this world where like we were okay with like
we fell down, you got told to rub dirt on and keep going. Now you fall down, where's the Band-Aid, where's the alcohol wise, where's the peroxide?
We're rushing you to the ER because you scraped your knee.
It's different. It's definitely different. But like I said, we got a long way to go. But like I said, we don't stand too much on that side of the topic. Just some things I thought we needed to talk about.
But I mean, it's big news.
It is
right now
stuff.
With the presidential race heating up in the election in November.
November.
So like it's a forefront, and I mean if you.
It's sad though. Like think about it. Like you literally have people like, well, if you're not for Kamala Harris, then fuck you. And you got people, if you're not with Trump, then fuck you. And I'm like, dude, like. I've said this 1,000 times, and I'll say it 1,000 times more. When this shit's over, then people are not going to give a fuck about you regardless. It does not matter what side of the spectrum you're on, what side of the race you're on. It does not matter. Once this is over, obviously, whoever wins, if it is Kamala Harris or Donald Trump, laws will be placed, things will be in it. The economy will go whichever way it goes. And then it'll go right back at some point because in 4 years somebody else is going to come in with their own ideas. Like, I want to date a president. Can we take it out? How do you order your steak? Let me determine who you are by what type of ground beef.
Can we just be like governmentless for like a period of time? Like we need to be like.
This is something I heard someone say. If you think the government is here to help you, you're wrong. You need to be taking care of yourself. Not trying to think the government is going to take care of you. Because I promise you, the government is not going to take care of you. Just look at your gross pay and then look at what you take home. I promise you, the government is not here to take care of you. My man here just worked damn near 16 extra hours of overtime last week. Looked at his gross pay, was excited, and then got his check and was like, I'm just ready to go ahead and just end it all. Like, I'm mad. It's crazy.
What's crazy is that actually taxing your income is illegal, actually. When you look up the law, it's actually illegal. It was an amendment that they passed for a war. I can't remember what war it was. Maybe it was
long time ago.
Maybe it was World War I that they passed to help pay for our war. Then they got rid of it, brought it back, and then the percentage just slowly has climbed higher and higher and higher. Now we're at the percentage that we're at. But it's funny that the government, because we fund the government with our taxes now as well. But it's funny to me that our government was actually funded, like the government funded itself solely based off, it was taxes, but it was not my tax, it was not my income, it was not my money. It was my money, but it was off of like alcohol. It was off of cigarettes. It was off of tariffs. That's how they supported, that's how our government made money, was off of taxing,
they want you to be
importing
on that stuff.
goods.
They want that stuff.
That's cool. Look, that's cool. I will let you make money off of me for getting me hooked on drugs and alcohol and methamphetamine.
That's why I say.
That's great.
I say, like, the government's not here to take care of you. The government's here to handicap you. Like, that's what. Does the government have certain entities where it's good for you? Yes and no to a degree, but the government's not here to help you achieve everything you're trying to achieve. You have to go out and do it on your own. Invest, learn the stock market, understand how money really works.
The government's still there to stop you.
Yes, it is.
Because then there's loops.
Just like I didn't understand, like we've talked about this before, I didn't know there were certain things in taxes that you could do to not have to pay fucking tax. Like having a fucking G-Wagon tax write-off because it weighs 6,000 pounds. I didn't fucking know that. Well, having a jet plane, like go buy a jet, dude. You ain't gotta pay taxes at all if you got a fucking jet. Dude, I ain't got that. I got $24 million on me to go get a jet. But damn, if you can go get a jet, dude, you ain't paying taxes for shit.
No wonder Taylor Swift has like 10 of them.
Like, go get an LLC. Like, there's all this shit that they don't teach you in school.
Well, because
none of this shit is taught.
They don't want you to
Literacy
know.
is not taught like that when it comes to money.
Well,
at all.
If you knew, then you'd be in the know. and the people that are in the know are a very small.
Like I've said it before too. I think our school system's a joke. I think but they don't want to fix the school system because they want to.
They keep you dumb.
They keep you dumb, or they want to breed workers. They don't want entrepreneurs. They don't want.
If they
people
keep
like
you
that.
dumb, they keep their thumb on you. But I do have a funny question. Illuminati, real or fake? Illuminati, real or fake?
No, dog.
Illuminati, real or fake?
I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but as I get older, dude, this shit getting hard not to believe that it ain't real, dog. I promise you. Like I said, before, at one point, I wanted to be a part of the government just to know all the secrets. Now I don't want to know shit. I don't want to know.
You'd be dead because you'd be spilling. You'd be like,
hey man, you ain't gonna believe this shit.
Like Tupac, he really alive. Michael Jackson, he really alive too.
Elvis, dude, I know where he's at, dog. Like
Abraham Lincoln, yeah, he really wasn't assassinated. John F. Kennedy, he wasn't really assassinated neither, dog. Aliens, yeah, they real too.
Next thing I know, my phone started vibrating with nothing happening. Fuck, Doug. No. That's just
why would
it's just like I said, if you can, and you think trying to be smart is dumb. No, be smart. Learn these things because, like I said, you gotta better yourself because they're not going to better you. You got to do it on your own. But I'm gonna leave it at that. Because I don't want the government tracking me down.
I just know what I don't want to know. When you can't be found, I know you would have did somewhere. Hillary Clinton got you. She's missed once.
Don't check my email. That's all I gotta say.
Clinton got you.
Delete my history.
I don't look ain't touching that shit. That is being attached. That's gross. That's sticky. That's sticky.
But moving on to our main topics today. I know before we get into our main topics, we got some news in the WNBA world, some history that was happening. Angel Reese was the first WNBA player to go back-to-back 20 rebound games. Then she did it again, so she went 3 consecutive games of 20-plus rebounds. It was the first time that had happened since Ben Wallace did it, I believe, in 2003. And before that, before it happened, it was done by Wilt Chamberlain. I don't think it was done until 1971. Am I correct? Did I not get that one in there?
Yeah, I don't got that.
I did not get that one in there.
But I ain't got that one.
I did not. But it's insane, people, the hate on Angel Reese because of her rebounds. I'm like...
Well, you know what's crazy about Angel Reese? She's 6'3".
Yeah, she's 6'3".
I get it. That's really tall for a woman. Yeah, but Brittany Griner's almost 7 foot tall.
Yeah. I guess my whole thing about people hating on Angel Reese, I'm like, yes, she made this, but she follows her shot. Rebounding is an art. It's a skill. You got to want that rebound. And like Angel said, if anybody could do it, then people would do it, and people haven't done it. So it's like...
We know how hard it is to get your own miss. You're literally shooting somebody.
I said it before. Larry Bird's proud of her because she's following her shot. Larry always said, follow your goddamn shot. Follow it. And she does. And I've always said, her offensive game is lacking. It is. But she's going to, I think over time she will get better. But rebounding
she's a rookie. No rookie comes in polished.
And she's leading the league in rebounding. They even said if they took away all her rebounds and she gets up her own misses, she would still lead the league in offensive rebounding. So it's like, come on now. Her rebounding, her offensive game is lacking, but it will get there.
That's the really impressive thing about her, though. Is anybody can get defensive rebounding because you already should be in position to get it.
Offensive rebound, bro.
You have to get yourself in position, let alone your own miss, because you shoot it, and then you have to get through your defender.
I just don't know why people hating on rebounding. I think to get boards is great. You know how many centers can't even get double-digit rebounds in the NBA?
And be happy when I get boards, bitch.
I do happy.
Be happy.
Sometimes I just wish you would finish it and get me my assist in 2K instead of Russell Westbrook in your stats, missing, rebounding, and putting it back up. Bro, I'm trying to get my stats too.
Talk about running about that. I don't know, because honestly, me too.
I just don't like the hate, and I also don't like the hate like Caitlin Clark. Obviously, those two different positions, but they're linked together because of their college career.
Well, they also got drafted.
They got drafted, and
in the same class.
Caitlin broke the record for most threes by a rookie. She broke that. She's on fire right now.
She is.
Rookie of the year. Who is it?
Angel Reese is what?
Who is it?
Is the leading favorite for the betters.
I know you don't like my answer. I say co-rookie of the year because it links them together for years to come, and it just makes the storytelling even more.
Okay, so you're not going to like this. One, hats off. and all the props to Angel Reese because she's been phenomenal this year. But if I take Caitlin Clark and I remove her, Angel Reese, who? Angel Reese, oh, she's that lady from LSU that won the Natty and kind of fell off a little bit. Oh, she plays, oh, okay, I think I kind of know her. And then I put in Caitlin Clark, and you have the rivalry, and then the draft, and then the head-to-head. Caitlin Clark
really
makes
put
Angel
their
Reese.
Stats side by side. Caitlin, her stats are pretty much outside of the rebounding. It's all Caitlin.
Right, but again, it's two different positions.
They're two different. They don't guard each other.
It's not Melo and it's not Braun type of competitiveness.
No, they're completely
because they're two different positions. When both of them are both small, both those are small forwards. So I don't like co-rookies. Honestly, to me, rookies it has never been like the award should go to the team the biggest impact.
Well, we've heard sports people talk about this Rookie of the Year race. We've heard analysts say, well, it's about winning. I'm like, that is not how the Rookie of the Year is judged. It is a single award.
It's a single award because it's not like it's treated to me should be treated a little bit differently than like the most valuable player.
Yes.
Or like even like we've talked about the Defensive Player of the Year award for the NBA. We again thought that Victor Wembanyama should have gotten it because the Defensive Player of the Year award is looked at as a team success, which is not necessarily true. But the Rookie of the Year award in this sense, I think, because both of them are being very successful. But which one has had it's kind of looked at as more of an MVP award? Who's had the bigger impact on their team?
It's been Caitlin.
And it's been Caitlin Clark who's taken the
worst team in the WNBA.
Back-to-back worst teams in the WNBA. Back-to-back years of the worst team. Back-to-back had the number one overall
They've also
pick.
had the most wins this season that they've had since like 2015, 2016 season. Mm-hmm. So, again, it's going to be a title award. Would you be shocked if Caitlin doesn't win the award?
Yeah.
You'd be shocked?
Yeah, the fact
Even though the bettors have her?
The fact that the bettors have Angel Reese as the favorite, I'm shocked.
If the playoffs started right now, Angel Reese would be an 8 seed and Caitlin would be a 6 seed. So
you took a back-to-back losing team and you have them as the 6th seed in the WNBA.
They're 4-1 since the Olympic break coming back, and Caitlin's been on fire.
So yes or no, was the break from the WNBA?
Oh, she definitely
not having to do the Olympics.
It was a great
good
adjustment
for her.
Yes, it was.
Or do you think it would have been better for her to be on an Olympic team and learn?
Of course, I would have loved to have her been on the team, but I think having the break, she said this is the best I felt in like the last year.
Well, really, she went from college and the deep run she made, drafted, camp,
boom,
and was going.
So, but let us know who you got for WNBA Rookie of the Year, Angel Reese or Caitlin Clark. Let us know down in the comments. Be curious to know who you have and why. But, moving on to the NFL, a lot of stuff to kind of talk about. Creed Humphrey, our Kansas City Chiefs center, the highest paid center in the National Football League. Well deserved. I think he's getting $18 million a year. I think is what it is. $18 million. Well deserved. Some people don't feel that way. What do you say to the people that feel like he shouldn't get paid that? I'm like, he literally was basically a top 2 center since his rookie year. He's right there.
He's literally allowed like 2 sacks in college. He's has allowed the least amount of pressures. He has the highest win rate of all interior guards in the league. He's a top 5 interior guard in the NFL.
Yes.
And I just honestly, he makes the center is a very important position. I think it's an undervalued position when it comes to actually making your guys both guards and tackles because he has to make the call, make the adjustments on run and pass
while
plays.
listening to Mahomes make his adjustments that he's got to.
Well, he has to listen to Mahomes in his frog voice, call out the adjustments. Then he has to distribute to the rest of the line, make sure the line is all on the same play, and then still hear Mahomes when they're away, or even at Arrowhead if it's rocking too loud, on when to snap the ball. So the center is a very important position. It sets the tone, and he's honestly he's one of the elite, one of one. And he was a steal in the draft when we got him, and he was a day 1 starter as a rookie. And it's well-deserved money, well-deserved to reset the market for the center position.
Yeah, so I have the people that hate on it, then I just don't think you're really paying attention or understand the value of the center position.
Well, it's about time the center position finally got a bump, because it used to be you talk about your tackles. Your left tackle, left tackle, then your right tackle, because, the blind spot, and then the other tackle positions,
yes,
protect your quarterback. With the center, it's about time that they finally got a pay. It's the best of the best finally
I don't
top the pay to raise the bar to the next level for the next guy.
Yeah.
As everybody says you're supposed to do. But on the Chiefs' terms, for Creed Humphrey getting paid, Joe Thuney, he's locked in for a couple more years. Yep. Trey Smith is due next to be paid, which was in the following year, I think, or the same year draft class as him. And we got him in like the 6th or 7th round, maybe 5th round. And he's been a steal, a day one starter at right guard, so he's due to be paid. I wouldn't be shocked at all if Trey Smith gets top 5 guard money, which would be right up there with Joe Thuney. We have our right tackle in place, and it looks like we're going to have a rookie left tackle this year.
Yep. So.
And I'm not mad at all that. We have our offensive line. The trenches is where everything starts. Your trenches are locked in. You have trenches on both sides of the ball locked in. It just makes everything easier for everybody else on the back end. On both sides.
Another money thing that happened today, the Cleveland Browns restructured Deshaun Watson's contract.
Yeah.
They took his salary for this year and they turned it into a signing bonus, and they freed up $36 million in cap space. I don't know what Cleveland's going to do with that money, but the fact that they were able to get Deshaun Watson to move some money around, kudos to Cleveland.
Well, I mean,
kudos to Cleveland.
He's fully guaranteed, so I don't quite understand how that really works.
Yeah, that was when I told that to you. That's something you were saying, and I was like, clearly Cleveland figured a way to do it. So
I guess it means he just gets his money now versus later.
Yeah, pretty much. He got into
maybe he's going after Brandon Ayuk.
Maybe
pair him with Amari Cooper for this year.
Well, it was weird because from my understanding, I heard there was a trade in place that would have sent Amari Cooper, a 7th round pick, and another pick to the 49ers for Brandon Ayuk. And Brandon Ayuk said he wasn't going to re-sign long-term with Cleveland, so Cleveland's like, we don't want to be a part of the deal.
But if you got more money to offer...
Now there's more money now. Maybe this
is
a different
season.
So...
who knows?
Another contract that went down, and now, unfortunately, I'm down to one wide receiver left. CeeDee Lamb got his money. CD got paid. Jerry Jones finally
got paid.
CD got 4 years, $136 million, $34 million per year. The second highest non-paid quarterback in the National Football League, behind Justin Jefferson at 35.
Okay.
CD also got the highest signing bonus for a wide receiver ever at $38 million. He got $100 million guaranteed.
Yep.
So
less than Jefferson.
But Jamar Chase is all I got left to get this ball of crown of the bet that we got. And Jamar Chase made it clear he wants $40 million per year. So, I mean, is he worth it? Hell no. But I mean, goddamn.
I figured out how Jamar Chase can get that $40 million. Whoever's going to give Jamar Chase $40 million obviously would give Dak $60 million. Like they just can team up together. It'd be perfect. You would have $100 million locked into 2 players. Dog, like that'd be perfect.
Staying on CD. Thoughts on CD's contract? You like it? Dislike it? Worth it? Okay,
it's good. Like I have the money. The guaranteed's good. Signing bonus. He beat Jefferson in something. He got the biggest signing bonus for a non-QB.
Yeah.
So he got that, and he wasn't asking to be.
Yes, he was very clear about I didn't want to be the highest paid.
But it came in like 32, 33 or whatever. He was like, well, that's not enough. They're like, we kind of talk about I'm 34. The dude wants to be close, but he doesn't need to be that guy because he didn't and probably knows he's not Jefferson.
Yeah.
And wasn't over trying to break the bank because he wanted to stay with the Cowboys, even though the Cowboys would have broke the bank for him. But that's neither here nor there. The money's great. Like the contract's perfect. Why the Cowboys wait so long? We all knew it was coming.
Yeah, I don't know. It's Jerry Jones, the theatrics, the
drama,
that he brings, and I'm not a fan of it. Granted, I'm not a fan of Jerry Jones. I think he plays games way too much.
Just think what they could have paid him last year for $28 million, $30 million tops.
Yep,
and they didn't.
This is what Jerry does.
Like
this is what Jerry does.
Why do the Cowboys wait so long to pay their guys? Like really, honestly, they should be getting Micah done now.
Yeah.
Because he's in the same boat. The same
It's
boat
Jamar
as
Chase.
Jamar.
You got 2 years left.
Who?
Jamar Chase.
Okay, not Jamal Charles.
Sorry, Jamar Chase. He's in the same boat. 2
Yes.
years left on the deal.
Jamar Chase. You get him done.
Because,
Mike it done
like
now,
you said, if you get Mike down now, it probably saves you, like you said, a good
it will
couple
save
$1
you
million.
money because you already know because he wants to be the highest paid non-QB, which he got a top 35.
Which is T.J. Watt.
No, Jefferson is 35.
Well, in his position.
No, he wants to be the highest paid non-QB, so he gets top 35 million.
What does T.J. get? I thought T.J. was 36.
No, TJ's like 30, like 33, 34.
Really? Wow.
Pretty sure.
Fuck me.
The highest non-QB is Justin Jefferson. So, to me, pay Micah now, and you don't have to worry about trying to pay him more when somebody else gets paid. We're looking. You looking at? Come on, learn how to type. Well, I don't think I can. Well, damn. He weighs 251 pounds. TJ Watt, heavy dude.
Okay, so T.J. Watt signed a 4-year, $112 million contract with the Steelers, including 35 signing bonus, 80 guaranteed, and an annual average salary of
$28 million.
Okay, so yeah,
So $28 million.
28, so yep. I don't know why I thought up there, but yeah.
No, Jeff Jefferson's the highest paid non-QB, and Michael wants to be the highest non-QB. So like, pay him
get it
now.
done now. Get it
I mean,
done.
you're not gonna. Like, are they gonna pay Dak?
I wouldn't. Well, Jerry released a comment. If I pay Dak, he's going to have to settle for less around him versus you take less. I can put more around you, which Jerry's not going to put more around him. I mean, Jerry was so excited that he re-signed Zeke. I mean, they did sign Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook came in for a visit. He signed there. Granted, we don't know what Dalvin Cook is.
Why did it take so long?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
why
why
you
did
had
it
to
take
visit
so
him? I'm not bringing you in for a visit. I'm signing you.
Well, they bring him in really just for physical to make sure he's actually healthy and in shape.
Didn't get to play last year.
Not really, no. But it was the
First
Jets.
time he hadn't had 1,000 yards because he didn't get to play.
Well, and what do you expect? It's the Jets.
It was the Jets.
I mean, it's the Jets
And
organization.
he was really there for Aaron Rodgers. It wasn't there for the actual
Well,
Jets.
I mean, we all kind of thought, well, if Aaron Rodgers stays healthy, I think
I know that's a
actually,
wound for your fantasy team last year. I
It's
apologize.
a little bit of a wound.
Go ahead, get it. Go ahead. But yeah, so get that done. Happy for CD. Another wide receiver I want to talk about here, Devontae Adams, being reported by Deshaun Jackson, a close friend of Devontae Adams, says that his frustration with the Raiders is growing really bad. Like, he's frustrated with the organization. I guess for me, before I let you answer, I don't know if I feel bad for him or not, because he wanted to leave Aaron Rodgers and go to the Raiders to be with Derek Carr, and then Derek Carr got shipped out by the Raiders, and he's had to, my thing is, you left Aaron Rodgers, you didn't want to be with him no more, you didn't want to be with the Packers, but then now he's like, if I'm going to reunite with anybody, if I'm going anywhere else, I'm going back to Aaron Rodgers. So it's like, do you feel bad for Devontae Adams, or do you not feel bad for Devontae Adams?
Let me ask you a question with a question.
Okay, go for it.
Do you feel bad? Do you feel bad, or do you feel sorry for Tyreek Hill?
No.
There you go.
Okay.
Like you make your bed.
You
chase the money. You chase the money, and I can't help that. If you would have took a couple million less, he could have stayed. I mean,
like maybe
if he would have stayed with the Packers, he would have lost Rodgers anyways.
You think so? You think Rodgers still? Do you think they still?
I think the Packers were ready to move on from A-Rod a year before they moved on.
Okay,
from him.
fair enough.
I mean,
but maybe he doesn't sign the deal and he waits, and then he kind of just goes off maybe in a different route. Maybe
I mean, maybe he loves Jordan Love as much as some other people, but.
My thing is, like, I get it. It's the Raiders. Trust me, bro. We get it. It's the Raiders, bro. Like, I'd be frustrated.
If you had Jimmy Garoppolo, you go from Rodgers throwing you the ball to Jimmy Garoppolo.
Well, you went from Aaron Rodgers, from Derek Carr, to Jimmy Garoppolo, A.J. O'Connell, and now you're going to have Gardner Minshew out the ball, bro. Like, this dude. Like, you want to talk about a fall off that quarterback, dog.
I mean, that's no knock on Minshew, because Minshew is a solid bit. Rodgers is a Hall of Famer.
32, 33 years old.
I think he's like 31.
So he's going to be... He don't age well, bro.
No, he's leaving his prime. I mean, like, him and Mike Evans are kind of aging quite well at the wide receiver position because of the kind of play style that they have. But
like I said, the only reason I feel a little bit bad for you is because, like, your talent, like, it doesn't matter no more because you're wasting.
Yes or no? does he get traded this season? I'm not saying to a particular team, just yes or no. During the season, before the obviously.
Yes, I think he gets traded, but it's not going to be where he thinks he's going. But he's going to get traded
on the deadline or before the deadline.
I think it's going to be close to the deadline because it is Davante Adams and his money, and you're going to have to make it all work. So you
have to see the Raiders kind of suck.
You have to, yeah.
The Raiders are going to have to be like 1-6 or so, 2-5 or whatever, and him be really.
He'll really force
his way out. And be like, I'm unhappy.
But again, he's not gonna go. I don't think he gets traded, but I don't know if he lands with the Jets.
I mean, it could be.
But if the Raiders do it, they're gonna ask for some serious shit from the Jets, and the Jets have to be careful about.
I don't really think so though. They only got a one. They didn't get a whole lot when the Packers traded him. They didn't get the Chiefs got more overall for Tyreek Hill.
Yes, we did.
Than the Packers got for Davante Adams. So Davante Adams at 31 years old. With his halfway through his contract, I mean, kind of a bargain. I mean, cause maybe the Ravens jump in on him because obviously half his year's paid for. Maybe the Bills jump in on him. Yeah, so maybe the Bengals need a wide receiver with Jamar Chase being 13 minutes late.
Yeah. So speaking of that, Jamar Chase, Zach Taylor said he was going to practice. Jamar Chase had other ideas. He was going to be about 13, 15 minutes late.
Yeah.
And he was going to be in street apparel.
Like,
comfortable wear. And walking in, and now he's listed as day-to-day. Now, we have a real concern here. Jamar Chase, Brandon Ayuk, Trenton Williams, Hassan Reddick, probably not going to play week 1, it's looking like. Trenton Williams has made it very clear, I want my money. I'm not playing. Brandon Ayuk, that whole situation, we agree, has been a little bit...
It's weird. You have
overblown. We have a deal in place, but nothing's happening. We don't know. And then the Trent Williams one is tough because you're not the same dude you were from the...
Well, that's why he's trying to get some of his money more guaranteed up front, so it's hard to kind of get rid of him so he can finish out his career. Because you say that, but the dude's still probably the best left tackle in the league at 36, 37 years old.
And then you have Jamar Chase, who's been reported by multiple sources, Adam Scheffler, Chad Ochocinco, a.k.a. Chad Johnson. He's not touching the field without a new deal, and he's made it very clear he wants $40 million per year. I don't know how true that really is, but he's made it very clear he wants the bag. Of those guys, and then you got Hassan Reddick, who the Jets traded for, knowing that he wanted a new deal, and are mad that he wants a new deal. Bro, what the fuck is going on? Of those guys, do you think any of those guys actually play week 1? If there was anybody, me personally, I would say Brandon Ayuk, but that is very slim. The other guys, I say no. They don't play.
I think Jamar Chase plays.
Brock Purdy's probably sitting there blitz peas, get these dudes on the field, dude. I'm so fucking scared right now.
I don't know. I feel like Trent Williams' deal, they get that one figured out because it's not easy. It's not easy, but that's the one that is the easiest out of the two of those.
All I gotta say is 49ers, call that bank, dude, get another loan, take out the dude, because next year you got to take out another loan. Brock Purdy, dude.
Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy ain't taking no discount.
No.
He's not taking no mystery relevant is coming for the Bolt.
He needs all of it. Whatever.
Somebody better, where do they keep the gold at? That's where he going, bro, because you better go ahead and get
a good question is, who gets paid more, Dak or Brock?
Well, they're saying on the open market, if he doesn't stay with the Cowboys, they're saying that he can even come close to $70 million.
I've heard as high as $65 million on average that could come to.
Who the fuck giving that money up, bro?
That's where Jamar Chase used to go. Because they open bag.
Bro, I'll go there, bro. I'll be your quarterback, bro.
If the Jags didn't have Trevor Lawrence,
just know, I'm not tackled. I'll have flags you can pull. But that's some drama.
The only team that's ever really done that outside, there's been the Browns, but they're still locked into Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
And it's been the Jags to overpay for players.
Yeah, well.
Both of them are kind of locked into QBs.
Yeah, they can't afford nothing.
A lot of people are saying Dak could go to the Raiders.
You thought Davante Adams was frustrated now, dog.
I just know if I'm a quarterback, I'm not going to that division. I want out of that division.
Yeah,
I'm going to play like Russell Wilson so I can get the fuck out.
I generally want to know, what are you going to say or do if somebody gives Dak $60 million plus?
I hope mediocrity is okay. He's not worth it. Not even remotely. Is he worth being the highest paid quarterback? Like, again, the Cowboys fumbled the bag 2 years ago, 3 years ago on him.
Yeah.
And here they are now still suffering from it.
Another quarterback that has been getting a lot of, like, we're blowing him out of proportion, I feel like, on the sports channels right now, is Jordan Love. Oh, my God, there was a quarterback outside of Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. I got you.
Go ahead.
So outside of Patrick Mahomes, so this is Louis Riddick on the Get Up. He said, outside of Patrick Mahomes, if you were telling me what quarterback would you want if you were starting a new franchise today, it would be Jordan Love.
Yeah.
No, that is absolutely, positively not even close to being true.
Like, if you're talking about a young quarterback, I think I'd take C.J. Stroud before I take Jordan Love.
Yeah, I would take probably quarterbacks in this draft class that just came into the league over Jordan Love.
I'm not saying Jordan Love can't be good or isn't going to be good. He's only been a starter for one season. I get a lot of y'all are going to say, well, C.J. Stroud only started one season. Yeah, but Jordan Love had been in the league for a couple of years, so I expect you had to at least look somewhat good. But, like, the glaze that we're giving him, right, like, he was 9-8 in his first season. Yes, he had a playoff run. He did. But, boy, let's pump the fucking brakes, please. Like, no, like...
what happened to the...
paid a dude money who had only been a starter for one season. Yeah, I get he'd been in the league, but damn.
I just when you watch him, I don't see the it factor. I don't see where he can elevate players and make them better. Like, don't get me wrong, he doesn't have no stars on the offensive side of the ball by no means. I mean, he had Aaron Jones at running back.
Now he's got Josh Jacobs.
But now he has another stud running back. But by no means does he have any like studs. But he has a stud defense. He has a very talented head coach. I mean, he comes from a great organization
I just think we need to
that
pump the
develops
brakes
well.
just a little bit and let's see Jordan Love repeat. And again, I know a lot of y'all are going to come at me too, and C.J. Stroud's got to do it, and you're right, he does. He got to do it again. But I see more of an it factor with C.J. Stroud than I do with Jordan Love. Jordan, at least with fucking C.J. Stroud, he was using rookies out there, dude. They were all doing it together.
C.J. Stroud was a rookie when Jordan Love had 3 years
in on him, so
to learn.
Like I said, just pump the brakes a little bit on Jordan Love. But one thing I really want to get into, ESPN did a poll of 103 players, and they said that Josh Allen is the most overrated quarterback in the National Football League. And then it went Jalen Hurts and Tua tied at 10. Josh Allen had 11 votes. His peers think he's the most overrated quarterback, and bro, that is blasphemy.
That is horrible.
Trevor Lawrence, overrated. Kyler Murray, overrated.
You know Brock Purdy was on that list?
I can see why people think Brock Purdy's overrated.
I could understand
because of this everything that's around him and what he's in.
I could understand Brock Purdy on that list.
Josh Allen, not even close, bro. And I'll tell you this right now. I'm not a Buffalo Bills fan, but I understand that Josh Allen is that dude. It's just been unfortunate he's ran up against our Kansas City Chiefs. No, I can't. He's been there. He's played great games against us in the playoffs. I can't help that your coach is an idiot. Your defense gives me 25 yards to go. I can't help. He can't control that. To say he's overrated is crazy. And the fact that people that he probably talks to that did this poll behind his back is even more crazy. Buffalo Bill fans, I know y'all are fuming on this one. Josh Allen, and he was also voted as the #1 trash talker, though. He did get that title.
Well, I bet he did.
But
I'm
boy,
not surprised.
There are so many quarterbacks I would say is overrated before I get to Josh Allen. I wouldn't even say Jalen Hurts is overrated. I would like to get through this season first, and then we'll have that conversation. Tua, overrated. I'll say it right now. He's overrated, bro.
I don't know how you pay Tua.
He's overrated. Really Trevor Lawrence, overrated. Daniel Jones, overrated. Deshaun Watson, overrated.
I don't think Daniel Jones can be overrated. I don't think nobody's overestimated.
Daniel Jones need to be out the league, bro.
Justin Herbert is overrated.
Is Baker Mayfield overrated?
No, Justin Herbert's overrated.
Yeah.
You
could make definitely a case for Justin Herbert to be overrated.
Honestly, Justin Herbert, I think, is 5th on that list. And it's crazy to me that he's only 5th.
Again, we keep saying this. Trevor Lawrence got paid for what the fuck he did at Clemson, bro. We're not at Clemson no more.
Well, I guess my thing, Josh Allen is, according to them, is the most overrated player. Not just quarterback, just players. and it was a bunch of quarterbacks that were in the top 10 that he was overrated, but yet he had better stats statistically than the reigning MVP in Lamar Jackson. To me, that's crazy. Yeah,
and he's done it with less talent for the most part.
Did Josh Allen have more turnovers? He did.
Yes.
But was he doing it with less?
Yeah.
You have an argument to say, yes, he had Stephon Diggs, and that was it. And you can make an argument that the Ravens had more talent on the offensive side of the ball, a la than the Bills did, and Lamar won the MVP with lesser stats. I mean, to me, you could make an argument that Lamar Jackson then is overrated because he only puts up regular season success and not postseason success.
I just thought that was crazy. I was not here for that, and the fact that was it blew my mind. There's so many other guys I'd get to before that, but where are we at? Tom Brady could possibly be a part owner of the Las Vegas Raiders, and owners are not happy because he's now going to be a broadcaster for Fox, and they're putting in a lot of stipulations that he can and cannot do. What should Tom Brady do? Like, should he want to be the part owner? Should he step away from broadcasting, go be an owner? Say, forget the owner, be a broadcaster?
Well, to me, to be
because owners are not happy about it. They're very unhappy.
The stipulations I understand, like, you can't be like in the locker rooms. You're not allowed in certain meetings.
Practices.
And this and that, which is completely understandable because like that's kind of like insider trading, which is completely understandable. But if I'm him, I'm like, to be the opportunity to be an owner of a franchise is once in a lifetime opportunity. Honestly, in my opinion. Now, granted, I don't.
That just shows you're well. Like
I don't got the money like Tom Brady got money, but at the same time, like, to be able to buy a team or buy a portion of the team is a once in a lifetime opportunity, in my opinion. And he can make his own TV show. He could be his own broadcast person.
He could start his own like podcast sports thing and like Pat McAfee. He'd be
like the Manning brothers.
Yeah,
and just watch TV on his own TV and talk about it. That's really what he wants to do. But what else? Well, I honestly might as well hold on the purchasing of the Raiders. Do a couple years of the broadcasting.
Get that money.
And collect most of that money and then purchase portion or a bigger portion of the Raiders. And be happy, and then just sit back and chill and relax with a bunch of supermodels.
And watch your kids play football and maybe terrorize the league when they come in. We don't know.
I hope not. I hope not. I'm done with the Bradys.
We had said that we are at our... Oh, sorry. So, college football. Colorado plays today. They play North Dakota State. Deion Sanders did something really cool in my personal opinion. He did. Go ahead, give the people.
So,
tell the people what he did.
Deion Sanders, the coach of the Colorado Buffalo, partnered with the local bank to help Colorado football players who have children start their accounts with a weird number, $2,121. So
I think that's pretty cool.
That's kind of it's a nice thing because it helps families. It helps the young males, men coming into college.
He went on to say that, like, children help you mature, help you grow, and he didn't want, because they had a child, to stop chasing their dreams. So, partnering with a local bank, basically it's an NIL deal, basically.
But a lot of them don't get full rights. A lot of them have to work second jobs. So this is a way so they don't have to try to juggle school.
Like I said, it's an odd number, but it's still a start. So shout out to Dion.
Well, I mean, it's something. It's helpful. And they have brought in 40 new recruits.
They have, dude.
This year to their program. So it's a lot of new talent. But like when you're trying to revamp a program, it doesn't happen overnight. And they had a very decent start last year to how they played. They played against some big schools. Looked really good.
At times.
Well, I mean, like, you can't look great. Like, overall, I thought they looked pretty good. This is their first year in the Big 12. And they play tonight, as we're recording this, Thursday night. Against North Dakota State.
Gonna be a good game.
I think it's going to be a really good game. I'd be really
both have high-power offenses. I think it's going to
be... Honestly, I'm tuning in. I'm going to watch it.
I would definitely be watching it. Again, college football's here. Next week, NFL's here. We will be at opening day for the Kansas City Chiefs Thursday, September 5th. We're going to be at Arrowhead. We're going to be live. So make sure you're subscribed so you can be there for us for that. But now it's time to get into our quarterbacks.
Okay.
Our top 5 quarterbacks.
Okay.
And I think my list might surprise you a little bit. I don't know.
I don't know.
I can't. I'll tell you this. My fifth person, it pains me to put them at number 5, but I have to give credit where credit's due.
Okay.
So, number 1, Patrick Mahomes. Number 2, Josh Allen. 3, Burrow. 4, Lamar. 5, Brock Purdy. That is my top 5. I have to give Brock Purdy, even though I don't think he's that dude. You can't deny that he's gone out there and he's done it at a high level, regardless of the situation. He's played his ass off. 2 NFC championships, a Super Bowl appearance. I have to give the man credit. He's top 5. I'm sorry, he's top 5. And it pains me to say that because he is. It was close for me, almost putting him over Lamar, the 2-time league MVP, but I gave Lamar just a smidge. Just a smidge. So, like I said, I got Mahomes, Josh, Burrow, Lamar, Brock Purdy. That's my top 5.
Well, our top 5 we're same, but we're also we not so same.
Okay.
At number 1, obviously you have the baby goat in Patrick Mahomes, the back-to-back 3-time Super Bowl MVP, 3-time Super Bowl winner, potentially 3-time three-peating.
Yeah.
At number 2, we ain't got a single fucking soul. We ain't got nobody at 2. There ain't nobody in the realm of Mahomes. You have Mahomes and then nobody. At 3, we do got Josh Allen. At 4, we do have Joe Burrow, which is close. If Joe Burrow can stay healthy, Joe Burrow is...
You know, this is the first time he's had a full training camp since he's entered the league.
Yeah, we'll see if it was really a full training camp, though. But Joe Burrow, if he could actually be healthy, he's, without a doubt, the 3rd best quarterback in the league. But my 5th, it's kind of hard. It's funny that you had an NFC quarterback, because I don't.
Oh.
How do you're not going to take nobody over Aaron Rodgers. You're going to take Brock Purdy over Rodgers? I'm taking Rodgers at 5.
That's fair. Are you just giving that to Rodgers just because?
I'm giving that to Rodgers because everything
it's
that
Aaron
he
Rodgers?
has accomplished.
Okay.
And I mean, in any given Sunday, we've seen Rodgers winning on the biggest stage. So to me, I'm giving Rodgers that nod at 5. But there is no 2. There is Mahomes,
fair.
We have varsity, and then we have JV.
Okay.
Like, Mahomes is in the stratosphere.
That's fair.
That's not even being a homer because there is nobody in the realm of
what
Mahomes
you're right.
is doing what has done. He's nothing less than an AFC championship.
Well,
game.
we've talked about this outside of being on the channel and on the camera that people are always trying to say they're up there with Patrick Mahomes. You can't be up there with Patrick Mahomes. He's been AFC championship game or Super Bowl. Not everybody else can say
the only thing
like
Mahomes. Mahomes isn't chasing anybody in the league. Mahomes not competing with anybody in the league.
He's chasing
chasing ghosts.
He's chasing ghosts. Like,
he's chasing Steve Young, Joe Montana, Peyton Manning, Elways, Tom Brady. Like, he's really chasing Tom Brady. Like, he's chasing
4 Super Bowl appearances, 3 rings. He's
3-1. Like, there's nobody in the realm of him that's even close to him that is a starting
Steve Young
QB.
got 2 or 3?
2, I believe.
Montana's got 4.
But the only QB that's in the league currently that's not even a starter that has 3, I do believe, is Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah, I believe so. 2 or 3.
He didn't even win those.
So,
like, there's nobody in the league that is a starter that has that many rings.
We gave our top 5 quarterbacks, obviously. I pulled up on ESPN. This is their top 5 quarterbacks. So let's see how we did. At number 1, they got Patrick Mahomes. At 2, they got Burrow. 3, they got Josh Allen. 4,
I can get how they have Burrow at 2 because, like, Burrow, I mean, he is when you see the talent, and he's the only one that has gone really head to head. Josh Allen has really gone head to head. He's just his defense has let him down. Actually, Joe Burrow has not looked that great. If you look at the statistics, the games, the stats against the Chiefs, Joe Burrow does not look good. But the defense quarter that the Bengals have is phenomenal.
So
4,
they got Lamar Jackson. And at number 5, you're going to lose your shit. They got Dak Prescott at number 5.
How do they have the tan Kirk Cousins at 5?
At number 6, they got Hurts. 7 is Brock Purdy. 8 is Jordan Love. 9 is Aaron Rodgers. And number 10 is Kirk Cousins.
How is Dak that 10? Come on. Like, CJ Stroud at 11.
They got Tua at 12. Stafford at 13. Goff at 14.
Caleb Williams.
At 15. Daniels at 16. Anthony Richards at 7. Trevor Lawrence! They got Trevor at 18! We got rookies, basically! In front of Trevor Lawrence! Let's go!
And Justin Herbert.
And Kyler Murray rounds out the top 20.
Damn.
That's funny, dude.
That's fucking insane.
That's great.
You really have rookies.
Dude, they
ahead
got
of-
rookies. But, again, on here, let's see, like you said, you understand why they got Burrow at number 2. They say Burrow is the one guy who can match Patrick Mahomes in big games. Do you agree with that statement?
I mean,
He just needs to be more consistent and healthy to challenge for more AFC championship.
I mean, they're
Burrow
1-1.
can bounce back in a big way even more with a remixed weapon and a change at offensive coordinator. Well, Jamar Chase ain't coming.
Well, the only thing I would like to see it from Joe Burrow is to stay healthy and do it with less. Josh Allen's going to do it with less this year.
Yep.
So we're going to see what that looks like. And Mahomes has done it with less the past 2 years. Honestly, going away from the QBs a little bit, you could potentially say this is the best wide receiver group that Mahomes has ever had, top to bottom. I mean, when he became the starter, he had Tyreek Hill.
We brought in Juju.
And
we brought back Juju.
Sammy Watkins.
Yep.
And then Tyreek Hill left, and we had then Juju, and then we've had what we've had, and then now this year we have Hollywood, Rashee Rice, Juju came back, Xavier Worthy's the rookie. We have Mecole Hardman still. So
we got Watson
Justin Watson still when he comes back healthy.
Yep. So, again, this
Scott,
is
for whatever reason we kept Scott, but from top to bottom, you can say that potentially this is the best skilled at wide receiver from top to bottom we've had. Not like a elite guy like Tyreek Hill or, a 1A type of guy, but potentially the best overall wide receiver corps he's had.
Real quick, wrapping this up. Give me 3 quarterbacks that's not Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, or Josh Allen. Give me 3 quarterbacks you want to see something from this year. Like that are just not like the top guys that we always talk about. Give me 3 dudes you want to see something from this year.
Matthew Stafford.
Ooh.
I want to see something. I would like to see something out of him.
Okay.
Anthony Richardson.
AR, baby.
And I would like to see him actually stay healthy. His throwing mechanics was kind of funny in the preseason. And honestly, Deshaun Watson, are you him or not him? We just wasted money here. That's probably let's potentially
give me an honorable mention real quick. Give me an honorable mention. Give me an honorable mention. Give me
Kyler Murray.
Okay.
The dude didn't really played a little bit last year, coming off an ACL injury the year before. So the Cardinals need to see what he is.
Yeah.
To know if they really have the guy of the future, or will they be drafting high in the first round and taking another quarterback.
Yep.
And resetting their franchise again to throw to Marcus Harrison Jr.
Yep.
But you still can't get his jersey.
Yeah, I know. I'm sad because I kind of want his jersey. I'm not going to lie.
Well, good thing you didn't get Malik Neighbors' jersey because he's now number 1.
He's number 1. They had to go talk to the family to get that approved, and they did. So shout out to
Malik. To get it unretired so he could wear it, which is...
First time in 90 years someone has wore that number in the New York Giants.
Which is honestly huge and odd, and they obviously expect great things out of him.
Yeah, because you're not just going to give up a number like that.
And that's something that's going to be retired that long.
Like we said, NFL season starts next week, next Thursday. We're going to be in Kansas City at Arrowhead, so be looking out for us. Come say hi to him. He likes talking to people.
Oh, yes, I love talking to people.
He loves talking to people. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and we will see you guys next week.